better to take smaller targets. It's better to start small. So that's my mantra.
Hello, guys, and welcome to yet another episode of Sustainability Simplified, your bi monthly dose of how to seamlessly build an action oriented, sustainable, and profitable business. I am your host, Zitin, and today in episode 16, we have with us the young and dynamic Prerna Bansal Chatterjee, who is the founder of Earthist. Welcome to the show, Prerna. It's wonderful to have you here. How are you today?
Thank you so much, Zitin. I'm good. I hope you're good too.
Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I hope the corona situation has, become better that side.
Yeah, it is. It is better, and now a lot of people are getting vaccinated. So situation is under control. I am very happy about it. So,
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Because that must also have created a lot of challenges for Earthist. We'll talk about that also through our conversation.
sure.
Amazing. Is it a good time to dive in?
Definitely.
Fabulous. So tell me a little bit about yourself and your journey of starting Earthist.
Okay, so I believe that it was always in the making. It just happened now. I was the eldest child at home, and it was very clear to me on as a kid that I will have to start taking care of my family very soon.
Right.
I started working full time at 19. Had a rewarding career with great companies like IBM, American Express, Randstad, and Reggie SRL Italy over 14 years. But my heart remained somewhere else. A common theme throughout my life had been my care and concern for the planet. Even as a kid, I would do things like make newspaper bags so that we could avoid getting plastic bags at home, and as far as possible stick to natural solutions for everything.
Right.
And when you have severe sensitivity to chemical products and even smell, you learn to find alternatives. One day I was walking past a landfill, and it was so smelly that I just couldn't breathe. Still, I saw children picking up trash around this landfill, and that broke my heart. I started reading and researching more about better ways of living that don't hurt the planet so much, that allows us to create lesser waste and become sustainable. I started making changes in my own life, start suggested my friends and family some of these ideas that they loved, and it made me very happy. Slowly, I realized that this is the work I need to do for the rest of my life. And in April 2021, I left my job to work on Earthist full time.
Right.
And I'm amazed at our growth in just 3 months, and it gives me hope that people want products which are sustainable alternatives to things that they are already using, which shows that they care about the planet.
Correct.
My professional 14 years of experience also taught me that I wanted to build a business that, role models a conscious yet profit making enterprise. That is why all our products at Earthist are made in India. Most are made by local, small scale women artisans across the country.
Fabulous.
And you must have heard this. They say, buy me a fish and I will eat once. Teach me how to fish and I will eat forever.
Absolutely.
And that is very important for me. We at Earthist wanted to take a holistic approach towards this and make sure that we help people not by giving donations, but by empowering them. In addition to this, every sale plants a tree. So, this was my journey.
Amazing, 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 amazing. I think the elder child thing really resonates with me as well because I'm also the elder child.
Yeah.
So it does. I mean, circumstances were different for you. I didn't have to start working so early, but there's this sense of responsibility, that automatically comes in somehow.
Yeah. When you see your parents kind of struggling
Yeah,
for even monthly groceries, even as a kid,
yeah,
you tend to understand a lot of times people say that, small kids don't understand a lot of things, but that's not true.
Right. No, absolutely. I think during my college days also we had this project, and as part of, I was an honor student, so we had extra projects and stuff to do. And one of the projects was basically around, having, there was a field visit made to the Deonar dumping ground in Bombay, and it was really heartbreaking because I saw children picking up garbage is fine.
Correct.
There were children who were playing in the garbage, like they were diving into the heaps of garbage coming out. That was their form of entertainment, and that was really sad to see, because those are the guys who stay in and around that area, and of course they are breathing all that, and they are actually having direct contact, and it's quite disheartening. So I do understand.
I understand, like, I know that sometimes people need that trigger,
Yeah,
to make
yeah.
these decisions. And I think that one incident was kind of a trigger for me.
Fantastic. I think that's the hallmark of any great entrepreneur, because when you're kind of let's say, like you mentioned, triggered by something, and you really want to take action towards it. I think that's the point where you're like, yeah, I'm there to do something. So moving on to some of the execution stuff out there with Earthist. Tell us a little more about the range of products that Earthist has. You did mention about the kind of stakeholders that you work with,
Hmm.
in terms of the artisans and women artisans particularly.
Yeah.
If you could also elaborate on the kind of products, the range of products that you have, and the process that you go about it.
So at Earthist, we have products across three categories: personal care, home care, and stationery.
Right.
In personal care, we have products like Sustainability Starter Kit,
Okay.
bamboo toothbrush, copper tongue cleaner, bamboo tongue cleaner, steel straws, 100% natural loofah, and very soon you will see a line of skincare products like soap and lip balms.
Right.
In home care, we have veggie bags, veggie and storage bag, fruit storage bags, multi shopping bag, which actually prevent people from getting plastic bags.
Right.
And that is, the product is made by a woman in Belgaum. She is a farmer, but to support her, family, she started a stitching business.
Right.
We connected with her, and because of that, she not only could help her family, but she could also give work to a lot of women in her village.
Right.
And in stationery, we have recycled paper, pencils, and color pencils. And with our latest product, we have 100% recycled paper notebook, which we will launch by next week.
Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing.
Thank you.
That's a wide range actually for work within 3 months. An episode ago, I was in conversation with Shirali from the Happy Elephant, and they also do this kind of stuff. They, of course, right, they've been in operation since a couple of years, but the thing is that it takes a lot to reach there, and then within 3 months itself, you've managed to have so many products. That's really commendable. Definitely very commendable. So I think movement in that direction, in terms of, like, the journey that you had, and the decision that you took in April this year, is kind of moving in the right direction in that sense. It's quite optimistic and positive, and my best wishes.
Thank you so much.
I think, having said that, you know, obviously, I mean, it's still early days, but I think the inception time is one of the toughest times. So, what would be some of those challenges, and maybe even opportunities, that you might have been able to capitalize on since Earthist started?
Yeah. So actually, I started Authors as a part-time business along my job
Right,
earlier, and my goal was to make sure that others have access to sustainable products, the same one that I was using.
right,
6 months went by like this, and giving the pandemic, challenges were like, finding the right products, ensuring their quality, and building a strong supply chain around all that was tough.
correct,
But thankfully, we had a lot of early traction, great reviews from our customers, and support from everyone we met, which gave me the confidence to keep just going.
fabulous,
I really as I mentioned, I really started Earthist and working on it full time in April 2021. And the kind of support and recognition that we have seen is remarkable. Second challenge, which I can say, has been around the quality and the cause.
right,
You might have also noticed sustainability has become a buzzword.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody wants to have a sympathetic angle towards their product, which it means that it takes a lot of effort sometimes to find the right manufacturer
right,
who makes the products in India and ensures safety. For example, 100% plastic free packaging was very important to me. And it took me 50 days, almost 50 days to figure it out. In that process, we met many packaging solution providers who claim to be plastic free but actually were not.
right.
The third challenge, which I can say, is been to has been to convince people to make an extra effort,
Yeah.
to make that effort and to see that this is a real problem which needs to be solved. I think these were the some challenges that we faced early, and some of these we also face at night right now, because there are a lot of people who still are okay to sell products even if they are not made in India. So yeah.
No, absolutely. I think that's very important that the kind of stakeholders that you're working with need to kind of resonate really well with the value systems that you as an organization actually look at. So definitely kudos to you on looking at these challenges more critically and trying to make an effort to really solve them.
True.
And I think some of these challenges then also become opportunities, right, for growth. So that's also good. um, just the point that you mentioned earlier about just having a network of manufacturers who
Hmm.
are genuinely producing goods in India, and at obviously at the standards of quality and adhering to your value systems. So your model, tell me a little bit about your model. So how do you really operate?
So first of all, I look at, I try to find people who are small scale women entrepreneurs. Just like, I mentioned about the bag.
Right,
Like, I just happened to find her like by somebody gave me somebody else's number, and then, gave that person gave me another number. Okay. That's how I kind of connect with all my
right,
vendors. So I just don't go on Google and find vendors. I basically speak to a lot of people and see what they mean, what are their values. And you'll be surprised that how, like, even their suppliers and vendors, they still care about, there are some values that still that they think about, they talk about, and it's important for them. When I understand that, only then I get it from them. Obviously, I try to get it, as I mentioned, I try to get it from small scale uh, businesses, small scale manufacturing. But yeah, who can give me an assurity that they're taking care of their employees, they are uh, the products are made in India. So I get that in written uh, from them, so that I make sure that the quality and the things, the products are made in India. There are women working in these facilities. So I ask all these questions before putting any product on my website. And sometimes I also ask them how they are making how they are making that product, that particular product. What are the processes, what is the manufacturing facility look like. Sometimes I go on a call with them, video call with them. I ask them about the machinery, the kind of people working there. So yeah, these kind of questions really help me to understand, to pick the right one, to pick the right vendor.
right. Absolutely. I think it spans really across the value chain, because even the challenges that you mentioned are actually across the value chain. So, finding the right manufacturer, then, moving on to packaging, which is a very big part of, a product led business like yours. And then, of course, finally, consumer and awareness generation. So, I think there's a lot that really goes into this stuff. So, considering your experience, what advice would you like to give, let's say, to our listeners who might want to really pursue this kind of a space or get involved in all this?
Sure. I would say sustainability starts from a conscious mind.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get overwhelmed, but would like to say that start small. Always opt for alternatives which are super easy. It does not take any effort at all, so that you can do it for a long time. And please motivate your friends and family to do this.
Absolutely, that's great advice, and I think the whole aspect of starting small is very important because I had read it somewhere. Start small, but at least start.
Yes. Because I've got questions, people reaching out to me and saying that from where we can start. Okay, we I have bought all these products. I always say that do not. It's very the kind of information we have online. It's very easy to get overwhelmed. It's just that you need to first find a safe spot for yourself so that you can continue doing the good work that you're doing. It's better to take smaller targets. It's better to start small. So that's my mantra.
Absolutely, no, that's great advice actually. And considering that, then how do you think our listeners could reach out to you and Earthist if they wish to know more?
Sure. So they can reach out to me on our Instagram handle, Instagram and Facebook handle, which is Earthist, EARTHIST.in. Also, they can write it to me, founder at earthist.in. We also have a website, which is www.earthist.in.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you for keeping so many channels open. That's really amazing. And with that, we come to an end to the show. And thank you so much, Prerna, for your time. I'm pretty certain that this conversation will motivate a lot of people to, start and continue their journey of sustainability and growing purposeful businesses like yours. So thanks a lot for your time. Take care.
Thank you so much, Zitin, for having me here. Pleasure. It was pleasure talking to you.
Likewise, thanks a lot. Thank you so much for listening. And if you like this podcast, feel free to share it in your network. My one takeaway from this episode was start small so that you can go long term with all the good work that you do. I would love to hear your key takeaway from today. Do share it with me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. You will find me there on @Zitin Munshi. That's @ZitinMunshi. Also, do get in touch with us at Next Mile Co if you'd like to explore how your business can dial up the sustainability quotient profitably. You will find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram on @NextMileCo. That's @NextMileCo. Until next time.